So for women who want to build wealth, right? They want to build wealth now. They've checked their financial health, they've checked their status, they have a mentor, and they're good to go in 2026, but feel overwhelmed. Okay. Or unsure where to start. What are the first steps you would recommend? What would you recommend to women who want to take their first step to building their wealth?
Good question. So I'm going to speak first to people that are in paid employment. So if you are in paid employment, find out from your company, do they have a 401k benefit?
Yes.
It's important, right? You have to, well, first and foremost, I guess the first thing is, again, this is my own personal tools, right? So I'm not prescribing what to do, but being a Christian, for me, I'm a tither. I would give God money. That's just my own personal preference. But if you don't believe in that, the next thing is you want to pay yourself. How do you pay yourself? If you're in paid employment, find out if your company has 401k. Now, 401k is a forced way for you to save, because at the end of the day, depending on the company that you work for, they would either match it or it's just forcing you to pay, a percentage, and it goes into the 401k. And behind that 401k is the stock market. So that's the number one thing you do if you are in a paid employment. Check a 401k and start to pay into that. If you are unemployed but have a business, figure out if there's a Roth IRA, and there are income limits. I think it's 8,000 every month. Again, I would encourage you to pay yourself. I have always been a saver. You have to save. I don't care when anybody says you have to save, because we just don't know what life is going to throw at you. So the
Mm-hmm.
very first thing, you've checked your financial health. You don't have any credit cards. We come on to credit card in a minute, but the very first thing is start paying yourself
Yourself.
immediately. The second thing is that look at your credit card statement, right? Look at your credit card again. What are your finances? That's why it's important you do your income and expenses. And be honest. And I am badly behaved. I still buy my expensive Starbucks. I didn't do one this week, thank you, Jesus. You know, and like I said, there's so many ways that we can save. If you want to save, you will save. That's one thing I've realized.
Yeah.
If you want to save and intentional, you will save. So the next thing is that look at all your credit card. Do not just pay minimum. Like I said, you can use your credit card. You can even use your credit card as a debit card, right? So rather than using your debit card, get a nice credit card like an Amex that gives you lots of rewards and
Mm-hmm.
points. Use that every day, right? But make sure every
You pay it off.
month you pay it off. The
Yeah.
moment if you get paid twice a month, the 15th of the month and the end of the month, pay off that card. So you're using that card as your ATM. And then the money that you would have used, real time, your ATM, your debit, you just pour that money to pay that card. So that way you're building rewards. You can build some, points that you can use to travel to pay
Right.
for that expensive holiday. So that's number two. Number three,